Hello. You know, it keeps saying this is in high def, but I just want to make sure. Okay. The girl I love, she got long black wavy hair. Forget long. It's the girl I love, she got black wavy hair. Okay. That song, which I will do right here. Now think the Lemon song, okay? My personal feeling is, I just put this on to protect my hearing. My personal feeling is that when they recorded, I think this recording that is on the BBC session is an outtake. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of controversial. I'll be a little provocative to Jimmy Page. I'll say, Jimmy Page, really some of those other, let's hear all the raw, let's hear a lot of the mixes. How did everything sound? I'll give you $20 million for it. Just give me all the studio tapes to listen to. But I do think that if you listen to The Girl I Love, she got black wavy hair, it sounds, I even think the recording is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, the drums, for the day or two, the drums were set up at whatever studio they were at. They recorded the Lemon song, and what you hear on the BBC sessions the same day. Anyway, but they almost are the same. I mean, they're the same progression. It's the same da 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 da. Da 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 da. I mean, it's the standard progression, right? So, but what happens is on this, the guitar line, sort of the riff, that the main riff that's being played, is sort of is the same archetype of what you know, what the bass line is in the Lemon song, and indeed in songs like this with this progression. Anyway, so Bonham comes in. Okay, he comes in, and what's in classic Bonham fashion, he dictates the pace, right? I mean, Jimmy Page, technically there's no way to know whether Jimmy Page, this is him putting, maybe got a better sound, he want to play this, or, but you know, it's like, okay, 3, here comes Bonham, you know, it's slightly dragged, that classic, you know, wait for it, you know, that anticipation. Remember that Carly Simon song? In the later, you know, ketchup commercial? Anyway, but anticipation is used as a very strong, it's a subtle, strong tool. People, that's why some people are fashionably late for parties. Like, oh, there they are. I didn't think they were going to come. I didn't think it was going to come in. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. I mean, that's what it's like, right? Okay. Just sheer beauty. Okay, so, but now think of, in the Lemon song, when we come out of the da 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 da. Okay, we go and we come into a solo. You know that little boogie. Dun, dun. Now notice the interplay between my right hand and the left hand. I mean, it's, you know, God, I wish, I'm still working on my left hand. I need more strength there, but you have the, it's almost, I mean, like straight up 16ths. Hi-hat. But what it is it's like a 16th. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a robotic, but it's not. It's slightly swung. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and, it's like that. Right? We're moving into triplet film. 1 and 2, you get 1 and 2, right? Okay, look at I have another channel, Terry Keating Drums. I just uploaded a video, I don't even know what I call it. I think I call it meter. But exercises to shore up your meter, but the relationship of basic things you're always going to encounter in all music are just, you know, running between, that is my furnace. Babushka, shut up or I'll kill you. But check this out. What happens is, sorry. What happens is the transition oftentimes for most people, especially drummers, because sometimes in melodic instruments the trade-off is really less strident, but it's 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 are those transitions from a triplet feel to a straight feel. Look at my recent video on Terry Keating Drums. Mark it, subscribe to it. Ting! But anyways, it goes here. That's the whole feel of the Lemon song. So. Okay, by the way, that's not how he sticks that fill. I'll do it more in a minute. But anyway. But that's kind of it, okay? Your right hand on the hat, playing the eighth notes. Okay, that is the general feel. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and. I mean, that's a caricature of it, right? I mean, it's over the top. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. But it has that slight. That's kind of the feel. Anyway, so let's a quick digression. Boop, right now, insert digression is that fill. Okay, in those early Zeppelin days, Bonham loved that. He loved it. Ba 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 boom ba ba da 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 boom ba boom da 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 ba ba boom ba 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 ba. I mean, that's like his. You know, that's like a ring he's wearing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every time you see him, you know. So that fill is on this. When you listen to The Girl I Got, The Girl I Love, She Got Black Wavy Hair, I'm telling you, I really think it's from the same sessions. I mean, that they used for the Lemon song that ended up on Zeppelin 2, right? Might not be a big deal, but it's possible that maybe Page really liked the studio cut, but sort of like, yeah, we recorded it for whatever, that party hour or whatever it is. But maybe they really did. Maybe they were doing it at the same time and said, all right, well, we have a requirement to give some song to the BBC for the show run. God love them. Let's take The Girl I Got Black Wavy Hair, or whatever. Nonetheless, same microphone, same the whole schmeal. My opinion. But I will say this, too. You know what's really cool about those early Zeppelin recordings is Bonham really with like the 16th, you know, sort of the, in a lot of recordings, but his bass drum is very tight. And I'll tell you why I think that is. Because, in my opinion, Bonham, for the first few records, at the very least, had cut up newspaper in his bass drum. I'm telling you. I remember reading an article, it was in a magazine, Cream or something, I've never been able to find it online. I almost wonder if like the, you know, if that room of people that run the world were big Zeppelin fans were like, hey, you know that article on, that says Bonham didn't mute his bass, or that muted his bass drum? Pull it, you know what I mean? But anyway, John Paul Jones says that Bonham used to put cut up newspaper in his bass drum. And an interesting thing about that is that was commonly done then. There were a lot of, I used to collect drums, and there were a lot of drums, well, there were at least 3 drum sets over the years that I found that had cut up newspaper in them. Not newspaper real finely shredded like you'd see in a modern shredder, but almost like they, I mean, cut up newspaper, you know? Even some of the strips might even been that big. You know, like just like strips of newspaper. I mean, but, you know, fluffed up in there. Both heads on. But it gives you a really big sound. You still kind of, you get that spread of a larger surface, that wallop, bow, instead of just the, but you also get, because I think they also used to mic, or at least it was so loud that it was picked up on the microphones, you can hear Bonham's bass drum is, I mean, you can hear that, you know what I mean? My opinion, sliced up newspaper in there. Anyway, on both these recordings, this is going somewhere, a rare time, on the Black Wavy Hair, you can really hear the bass drum a lot more than you can in the mix compared to the Lemon song on Zeppelin 2. You know, Zeppelin 2 sometimes it's kind of hear the bass drum. For me, it's kind of buried in there. This is really interesting. It's a good experience to hear the bass drum so you can get an idea of kind of for what he's doing. Because he does pretty much all those cool fills he does on the Lemon song. What do you do? Hear that? It's or the inverse. But you mix it. I have a video that I just put on again on the Terry Keating Drum channel if you want to check it out. Terry Keating Drums, which I go into that stuff quite a bit. Alright, so Wavy Hair, Lemon song. You'll hear a lot of that. Wait, hang on, sorry, not nearly that busy. Do you hear that? There's some of that on the Lemon song. in Black Wavy Hair, it's all over the frickin' joint, okay? Okay? So in 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E, those uhs. 1E and a 2E and So 1E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a and a 2E and a 3E and a I guess that, well there, I guess it's the E and the right? Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. You know, I don't know how you count it out, just play it. But you know what I'm saying? So watch. Okay? It's that boom, chicka chaka chicka chicka ba 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 ba. But it's like Steve Miller, right? What does he do? He goes, okay, but that's what it is. You know, this snare is just a little bit high for it. What happened? Lower you. All right, ow. Watch here. So some of them are flat out, and some have the open hi-hat, but not like Steve Miller. Check that out. The hat does not go. It goes. It just stays open. And remember, real thin hats, probably on these recordings, B20, 602 Sound Edge, or just possibly Zildjian's, but a real thin B20 cymbal. You know when you hear those real thin, open, not that much. These are thick B8 cymbals that I adore. But I mean, for this recording, you'd really hear it if the drums were mic'd up. This would sound too metallic because it's too thick. But anyway, so either the first, right? I can't comment through because I'm not Steve Smith and those great people here. I mean, that felt, you know, Bonham loved that sort of boogie in there, as did many drummers of the time. Okay, but the two, as it's played in Wavy Hair, sorry, I get distracted. Like it is in the Lemon song, or in Wavy Hair. Okay, so that's it. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes through the E and the It's not, I mean, every time it's, you can't forget about the E. You know, just your left hand. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, so that's Wavy Hair. And then even those fills that I pointed out before, which is on that other video that I put in. God, did I put it in the Terry Keating? I don't know, what's the matter with me? I can't remember if it's the Terry Keating drums video where I go into it or in the one I just put up with new camera. But again, the 16ths. rock and roll. You know, song remains the same, or in Earl's Court, except I think he's not going. He's going. But it's more under control. Hang on. That's a good exercise. But anyways, you double it back on each side. Hence the. That's all over that early Zeppelin stuff. Those generally the fills he played on the Lemon song he did toward the end and the outro of Wavy Hair. Okay, try not that fast. That's another one. Here, check this out. Same as this. What I'm doing is, since I'm alternating the hands, but just going back. So, actually, you know what? I could do that. Or just ain't drums just great. Anyway, so here you go. Now the trip leap. This is the important part, really, for a song like this. Is the. I know he doesn't do 16ths on the hat. The point I'm making, the ghost notes of what would be on the hat are here. You know what I'm saying? So that's, I think my student lessened the tension on these guys. All right. Okay. Do you know what I mean? So think of 1 E end, a 2 E end, a 3 E end, a 4 E end, but swung a little. 1 E end, a 2 E end, just a teeny bit. And then playing some of those notes instead of on the hi-hat. Your left hand's on the snare. I wouldn't do it that busy, but. You get this, when you go like this, check this out. Here's kind of one of the secrets of Bonham's thing. Well, a lot of drummers do this, but Bonham, you hear a lot on Bonham stuff. Hear that? Again, it's that a 1, a 2, a 3, a 1. That gives it that swung. Okay? So, really, listen to the Lemon song. If you ever had questions about the Lemon song's beat placements in the bass drum, listen to Wavy Hair. If you want to get the whole mojo, well, get the general mojo of it, listen to the Lemon song. But, you know, it is much prettier. I think Bonham's playing is prettier, even though it's pretty on the Lemon song, it's much prettier in the Wavy Hair song. Again, I do maintain, let's start a controversy, that I do think this is a studio outtake when they were doing Zeppelin 2 around those times. Whether they meant to up front or not, there it is. Wavy Hair. AB those guys in your window with Lemon song. Actually, also listen to the sound. I mean, I think it's the same day they recorded probably Moby Dick too. The drums sound the exact same. You know. Anyway, be good. Thanks for watching my videos. There's more on the way. I want to figure out what is. I mean, I'm going to upgrade the sound. I want to just figure out what's kind of distorting this. See if I did something here to see if it wouldn't distort it. But anyway, thanks for watching the videos.